The Baltimore Ravens are in the middle of one of the most intriguing off-seasons in recent memory, and the coaching carousel has taken a dramatic turn. Less than a week after the shocking decision to part ways with John Harbaugh, the organization has already begun a flurry of interviews and discussions that are capturing the attention of the entire league. Every move they make is being scrutinized by fans, analysts, and coaches alike, and it feels like the Ravens are making it clear that they will leave no stone unturned in their search for the next head coach from the moment Harbaugh's departure was announced. The pace of the process has been dizzying, but the team seems committed to doing it thoroughly, ensuring that whoever steps into the role is set up for long-term success. Early on in the week, Baltimore requested interviews with several candidates, including names that might not immediately leap off the page but carry significant potential. Jesse Miner is one such figure. While some fans have expressed hesitation about bringing in a coach with ties to the Harbaugh era, others see Miner as a fresh mind who could inject energy into the team, while still understanding the culture and expectations that define the Ravens. The decision to include someone like Miner highlights the balance the organization is trying to strike, respecting the team's history, while also seeking out innovation and fresh perspectives. For a franchise that has prided itself on consistency and competitiveness for years, the stakes could not be higher. Meanwhile, the Ravens have also been looking at candidates with more extensive experience in head coaching roles. Cliff Kingsbury, formerly an offensive coordinator and head coach, and Anthony Weaver, the defensive coordinator for the Dolphins, were both interviewed early in the process. Both bring different strengths to the table, with Kingsbury known for offensive creativity and Weaver respected for his defensive schemes. The inclusion of these established names signals that Baltimore is prioritizing experience, but it's not the only factor in their evaluation. Younger, innovative coaches could still emerge as strong contenders, especially if they bring a combination of technical knowledge and leadership that matches the Ravens' ambitions. Perhaps the most talked about name in recent days has been Mike McDaniel. Widely recognized as one of the brightest offensive minds in the league, McDaniel has a reputation for creativity, adaptability, and the ability to elevate the talent around him. His time with the Dolphins has been marked by impressive offensive outputs despite challenges at quarterback, and his potential pairing with a talented roster in Baltimore is generating excitement among fans. McDaniel's skill set could translate into a significant impact on either side of the ball, though many envision him as an ideal offensive coordinator who could oversee an elite attack while mentoring younger coaches within the system. The idea of combining McDaniel with someone like Jesse Miner presents a fascinating possibility for a coaching dynamic that blends experience, innovation, and developmental potential. Baltimore is clearly casting a wide net, not only looking at candidates for the head coach role, but also considering how these hires could influence their coordinator positions. Zach Auer, previously the defensive coordinator in Baltimore, was another figure who drew attention this offseason, illustrating the team's emphasis on finding the right fit for both leadership and tactical roles. While Auer may not return, his trajectory underscores the importance of having a coordinator who can manage their unit effectively while collaborating with a head coach capable of setting a clear vision. The Ravens appear committed to ensuring that whoever takes the reins, whether offensive or defensive, will be supported by a staff capable of executing at a high level beyond individual names. The overarching strategy seems to be patience and diligence. Baltimore is taking the time to conduct thorough interviews, exploring a broad spectrum of candidates, and engaging with coaches who have differing strengths and backgrounds. It's a process designed to identify leadership qualities, strategic thinking, and compatibility with the team's culture. Unlike some organizations that rush decisions to fill vacancies, the Ravens are signaling that they are willing to let the market wait if necessary. They want the right candidate, someone who can step into Baltimore and make an immediate impact while building a foundation for sustained success. This approach reflects the franchise's long-term thinking and reinforces why the Ravens remain one of the league's most respected organizations. Several other candidates have surfaced in this wide-ranging search, from Kevin Stefanski and Brian Flores to Vance Joseph, Joe Brady, and Clint Kubik. Each brings a unique style, whether it's in offensive scheming, defensive planning, or overall team leadership. The sheer volume of names under consideration is a testament to how seriously Baltimore is approaching this process. Fans are eager to understand how each potential hire could influence the roster, the development of Lamar Jackson, and the team's overall trajectory. There is a sense that this head coaching decision could redefine the Ravens for years to come, making every interview and conversation a critical moment in shaping the future. The Ravens' methodical approach also highlights the importance of leadership beyond X's and O's. The team is looking for someone who can command respect, inspire players, and create an environment where star athletes like Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and the offensive weapons around them can thrive. Leadership, accountability, and communication are central to the evaluation, reflecting lessons learned from past experiences, even as technical skills are scrutinized. The ability to unify the locker room, manage pressures of high-stakes competition, and maintain a winning culture remains a non-negotiable criterion. Baltimore understands that a coach must be more than a strategist. They must be a figure capable of guiding a team through both triumphs and challenges. At the same time, the Ravens are aware that the NFL coaching market is competitive, and they are leveraging the prestige of their organization to attract top talent. The team's reputation as a perennial contender, combined with a franchise quarterback and established stars on both sides of the ball, makes the head coaching position highly desirable. This has the potential to influence not just who accepts an interview, but who ultimately signs on, as coaches weigh opportunities to lead a team with real Super Bowl potential. Baltimore's strategy seems to be clear. They are willing to invest the time and effort to find a candidate who aligns with both the immediate goals and long-term vision of the franchise, ensuring that every hire, whether head coach or coordinator, strengthens the team holistically, even within the interviews themselves. The Ravens are seeking insights, not just commitments. By engaging with multiple candidates, they can explore different philosophies, uncover innovative strategies, and gain a sense of how each coach approaches challenges. It's a process that goes beyond merely filling a vacancy. It's about building a staff and a system capable of sustained success. The organization seems intent on cultivating a coaching environment where both experienced and up-and-coming coaches can thrive, creating a pipeline of talent that benefits the team immediately and into the future. The emphasis on evaluation, reflection, and strategic pairing suggests that Baltimore is not just reacting to the moment, but carefully shaping the future trajectory of the franchise. As the Ravens continue their thorough search for a head coach, it's becoming clear that every decision they make will be measured against both the past and the future. The organization isn't just filling a vacancy, they're sculpting the identity of the team for the next decade. While names like Mike McDaniel and Jesse Meaner dominate the headlines, Baltimore's approach shows that they are equally focused on less obvious candidates who bring specialized skills and leadership potential. The goal is a balance between tactical brilliance and the intangible qualities that define championship teams. The franchise has consistently prioritized winning and culture over flash, and this search is no different, reflecting a strategy designed to maximize both immediate performance and long-term stability. Part of what makes this coaching cycle so compelling is how it intertwines with the existing roster. Lamar Jackson remains the centerpiece, and his development is naturally a focal point in the evaluation of any potential head coach. The Ravens are seeking someone who can maximize his skill set, blend it with the strengths of Derrick Henry, and fully leverage the weapons in the receiving corps. While Tyreek Hill delivered explosiveness last season, and Jalen Waddle has shown flashes of brilliance, the team still has room for creative offensive design. The incoming coach will need to harmonize the passing game with a dominant rushing attack, ensuring that the offense remains unpredictable, dynamic, and capable of thriving in high-pressure playoff situations. This means that McDaniel's offensive acumen is especially relevant, but the organization is also weighing how a pairing with another coordinator could complement his philosophy and maximize production. Defensively, the Ravens are equally meticulous. The organization has a long history of defensive excellence, and maintaining that standard is non-negotiable. Candidates like Clint Kubik and Jim Schwartz have drawn attention for their ability to innovate while holding players accountable. Baltimore wants a defensive leader who can implement schemes that challenge opponents while fostering growth for younger players. The right defensive coordinator will need to collaborate closely with the head coach, ensuring alignment between strategy and execution. Even with Harbaugh gone, the Ravens are unwilling to compromise on this front. They understand that championship teams are built from the trenches outward, and defensive stability is essential to sustaining the level of competitiveness fans have come to expect. The complexity of the search extends beyond technical knowledge. Leadership remains at the forefront, with emphasis on personality, decision-making, and the ability to unify the locker room. Past experiences, both successes and failures, are scrutinized not only for lessons learned, but for insight into a coach's temperament. Under pressure, Baltimore has seen firsthand how critical leadership can be in navigating the NFL's grind, and they are determined to hire someone whose presence commands respect while fostering a culture where players and staff feel supported and motivated. This is why some less prominent candidates are generating excitement. They may bring fresh ideas, energy, and a perspective unburdened by prior reputation, which can sometimes catalyze innovation in unexpected ways. Even as the Ravens interview an extensive list of candidates, they are conscious of the timing and dynamics of the broader NFL coaching market. This search is not occurring in isolation. Other teams are looking for head coaches, coordinators, and specialized assistants, creating competition for top-tier talent. Baltimore's strategy appears to be leveraging their reputation and the potential to work with a Super Bowl-caliber roster as a differentiator. Coaches know that joining the Ravens means access to franchise stars, a stable organization, and a culture that prizes winning. The implication is clear. Any candidate who takes this job is not just stepping into a role. They are inheriting a platform to make an immediate, league-wide impact. The Ravens' methodical approach is also teaching fans to temper expectations about the speed of the process. Unlike organizations that rush decisions, Baltimore is prioritizing depth of evaluation over quick resolutions. Every interview, every discussion, every meeting is part of a broader framework designed to assess compatibility, philosophy, and vision. Even if a candidate does not ultimately get the head coaching role, the interactions inform future hires and strengthen the staff as a whole. It's a holistic approach that reflects a level of sophistication rarely seen in coaching searches, emphasizing the importance of both immediate results and sustained organizational growth. There's also the strategic angle of pairing candidates in complementary roles. The idea of having a younger coach alongside a veteran head coach or coordinator is gaining traction. Such pairings allow for a blend of energy, innovation, and mentorship, where the seasoned leader sets overall direction, while the younger coach brings fresh tactical insight. This is particularly relevant in Baltimore's context, where the team has a mix of star veterans and emerging talent. Coordinators like McDaniel or potential defensive leaders like Schwartz could mentor promising assistants, creating a ripple effect that strengthens the team well beyond a single season. The Ravens' leadership understands that this approach not only fills positions, but also builds a pipeline for future coaching talent, ensuring the organization remains competitive for years to come. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. In what is quickly becoming one of the more talked about storylines of the season, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers has stirred controversy with comments that appeared to mock their longtime rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. Sources close to the team say that during a recent press conference, the Steelers coach laughed off questions about the Ravens' performance, sparking speculation about whether this is mere bravado or a calculated psychological tactic. The remark, brief but pointed, has already ignited discussions across sports media, with analysts questioning if this is part of a larger strategy to get inside the heads of Baltimore's players. Insiders suggest that the Steelers' coaching staff may be leveraging decades of rivalry history, known for its intensity and physicality, to gain an edge before the teams meet on the field. While some commentators see the comments as lighthearted trash talk typical of the NFL, others argue that they could signal a more serious attempt to unsettle a Ravens team that prides itself on discipline and consistency. Players on both sides have been tight-lipped, though a few hints in locker room chatter imply that the remarks did not go unnoticed. The timing of these comments is fueling speculation even further, with the league's schedule putting these teams on a potential collision course. Any perceived slight is likely to be magnified by fans and media alike. Rumors have begun circulating that the Steelers may be preparing unique strategies, specifically designed to exploit what they perceive as weaknesses in the Ravens' current lineup. Social media has erupted with reactions, ranging from fans mocking the coach's confidence to die-hard Baltimore supporters vowing that their team will respond on the field, while nothing is confirmed beyond the coach's words. This incident underscores how rivalries in professional football extend far beyond the game itself. Every press conference, every quip, and every offhand remark becomes fodder for debate and speculation. feeding narratives that can influence team morale, media coverage, and fan engagement. Whether this moment of cheeky banter will translate into tangible results remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the rivalry between Pittsburgh and Baltimore shows no signs of cooling, and any whisper from either side is immediately magnified into headline news. For now, the league watches, fans speculate, and analysts debate, all waiting to see how the next chapter in this storied rivalry will unfold. One coach's laughter has already proven that in the NFL, words alone can carry as much weight as any play on the field. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.